Welcome to Anafram Market Perspectives.
Anafram Market Perspectives, Monday Outlook, July 14, 2025. Hi everyone and welcome to your Monday update from Anafram Market Perspectives, where we break down the week ahead so you can move smart and stay informed. With earnings season kicking off and trade tensions making headlines, there's a lot to cover. Let's jump right in. S&P 500 pre-market snapshot. We're starting the week on a mixed note. The S&P 500 heat map shows some cautious rotation. Tech is slightly green overall. Microsoft and Nvidia are up, while Apple and Oracle are slightly lower. Semiconductors are holding up, with AMD and Micron showing modest gains. Consumer cyclicals are strong, led by Amazon and Tesla, both up over 1%. Financials are slightly down. Names like JP Morgan and Bank of America are in the red. Ferventive sectors, including Pepsi, Procter & Gamble, and Abbott, are lagging. Overall, it's a wait-and-see mood. Investors are rotating into industrials, semiconductors, and consumer names, while taking profits in software and healthcare. Trump's tariff storm, Brazil, Mexico, and the EU targeted. Over the weekend, former President Trump announced aggressive new tariffs. 50% tariff on Brazil, citing political tensions linked to Bolsonaro's trial. 30% tariffs on Mexico and the EU, effective August 1. Canada will see 35% tariffs, though USMCA may offer some exemptions. These moves could disrupt $5.8 billion in Brazilian oil exports to the U.S. President Lula has already promised retaliation. Japan and South Korea are also under pressure to make deals. If Trump pushes the baseline tariff up from 10% to 15 to 20%, expect volatility to rise quickly. Analysts warn of inflationary pressure and disruption to global supply chains, especially across energy, agriculture, and consumer goods. Key economic data this week. Markets will be watching inflation and housing closely. Monday, China, GDP, trade balance, industrial production, and unemployment. Enthusiasta, wholesale sales. Rustai, Bank of England Governor Bailey speaks. Tuesday, UPSES, CPI, headline and core, Empire State Manufacturing. PODPEC's monthly report, reliably, CPI and housing starts. FLED speakers, Bowman and Barr. Wednesday, ALOS PPI, industrial production, crude oil inventories, Eurozone and UK CPI, FLED's beige book. Thursday, Euro's retail sales jobless claims, GDP now estimate, Eurozone, CPI and trade balance. Salapan, national core CPI. Friday, Membres' housing starts, building permits, consumer sentiment. VLC accumulative positioning for gold, oil, and the S&P 500. Eyes are on Tuesday and Wednesday. A hot CPI reading could delay rate cuts even further. Earnings to watch. July 14 to 18. Earnings season is in full swing, and this week is packed. Monday, Fastenal, Orkla, Wafd, FB Financial. Tuesday, big banks, Wells Fargo, BlackRock, Bank of New York Mellon. Alsons, Wednesday, Johnson & Johnson, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs. Thursday, tech and industrials, a Taiwan Semiconductor Tariff, key for AI chip guidance. Streaming margins in focus. Also in GE Aerospace, PepsiCo, Abbott Labs, Marsh McLennan. Axto eyes are on TSM and Netflix, both sitting near key technical levels and poised to move their sectors. The VIX closed Friday at 1730, up 2.54%. We're not in fear territory yet, but the uptick reflects rising concern. Commercial hedgers are increasing long positions, a signal that institutional players are turning cautious. A array of shocks and CPI data could push the VIX above 20 if things heat up. Bonus picks, ETF, and stock setups. Let's wrap up with some technical setups to watch this week. AETF pick XLE energy sector. Oil prices are bouncing, and with energy in the spotlight, XLE is gaining attention. OT Eccles trading above the Ichimoku cloud and showing MACD strength. A slam breakout above $92.50 could trigger institutional buying. Tariff is consolidating below the cloud with a flat MACD. Watch Thursday's earnings. If we see a strong break above $230.250, it could spark a move driven by AI optimism. 2 Netflix FLX is basing below the cloud. MACD is still negative but flattening. All surprise in earnings could fuel a breakout above $1,260. Here's what matters this week. Trump's tariff wave is hitting major economies. Expect supply chain shifts and possible retaliation. Patch B and PPI reports will shape Fed rate expectations. Endorse and Netflix could set the tone for tech and media. Watch XLE for energy upside and monitor the VIX for volatility signals. Thanks for tuning in to this Monday edition of Anafram Market Perspectives. We'll catch you Friday with a recap and fresh technical outlook. Until then, stay sharp and trade smart.
Thanks for watching. If you found this valuable, hit subscribe and share this with others. See you next time on Anafram Market Perspectives.